Hey everybody out there, this is Seto, and today for you guys we're going to be talking about the anime today. YuGiOh Brains, the new anime series that we have now for Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 or Arc V has concluded over in Japan, and now we are heading into the VRAINS era. And today for you guys we're going to talk about my thoughts on it. What do I think of this new anime? So, let's leave off about YuGiOh Brains. Now, I did talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 actually. Let's talk Arc 5 first and let's go into YuGiOh Brains. So Arc 5. I really liked Arc V, Arc 5. I thought it was very good. Up until they started going to all the different dimensions and doing dimension hopping, which was okay. But when they got finally to the Exceed dimension, it kind of just started going downhill like that for me. Like, ooh, poof. And by the time the end of the finale happened, I was kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. It was Zexal had an amazing finale. 5Ds had a good conclusion. Jaden had a good conclusion with GX for the most part, even though we didn't get it over here. And literally, the original Yu-Gi-Oh series had an amazing conclusion. Usually for the most part, the Yu-Gi-Oh shows, they may start off slow, but as the series continues, it gets better and better and better. Zexal, one of the worst, Yu-Gi-Oh series people did not like, actually really got better with time if you paid attention and watched it. GX had, got into depression and all that stuff as it continued with Jaden and loss and depression, and it was really good if you watched the Japanese subs. But Arc 5 was the opposite. It started out really good and amazing, and by the end I kind of was like, okay, I'm done with this. This just gotten too crazy. Now, on to, and that's not to say I thought it was bad. I really enjoyed the Arc 5 era, Arc V era very well, especially in Yu-Gi-Oh! But the series, the anime, left a bad taste in my mouth. But it kind of got me worried for YuGiOh Brains. Now, so far, like I said, I've been watching up to episode 10, 11 right now. I'm watching episode 11. But it's really good. Some things to take of note of. One of the best Yu-Gi-Oh animes people consider is the early Arc 5 era, or 5Ds era, excuse me. The original 5Ds era, after the Dark Signers, it kind of got a little crazy there for a bit. But the original, the Dragon Signer series, the Dark Signers, all that. The writer, one of the main producers, the main producer really, who helped write that and direct all that, is actually directing YuGiOh Brains. And you can see a lot of similarities if you pay attention from YuGiOh Brains and 5Ds. You can really see a lot of different, similar connections. And I hope to gosh that he stays on and he keeps producing this series of Brains, because I think it has a lot of potential to be really good at the end of the day. Now, like I'll also mention, I'm not a huge Yu-Gi-Oh anime friend. I'm not like crazy. You would think I would be, considering my channel name is Seto Kaiba, but there's a different reason for that why I chose the name. I do love this anime series just for enjoyability, but I love playing the card game legitly, and I love playing literally everything, competitive Yu-Gi-Oh and all that, but I know competitive players that actually enjoy the series as well. So, VRAINS, it's good. It's really good. The character development is amazingly done thus far from what I've seen. From Blue Angel to Yusaku, who's the main protagonist, to the Mucha Lucha Wrestling Man, who I cannot remember his name. They all have, and even the bad guys, quote unquote, we know right now, and who are in the VRAINS era, who we pretty much are just right now getting into that as I'm watching. I don't know his full name yet. I haven't memorized it, but they've done an amazing character development thus far, just in 10 episodes. They have backstory, they have depth. The female protagonist has, Blue Angel is amazing. I mean, she's only been like dueling in one episode, but that one episode they had, what was it, episode 7 or 6, what it was? That entire episode before they duel Yusaku and Blue Angel, that entire episode was dedicated to her backstory, showing that she may have signs of depression, maybe. Literally, you could tell if you talked to her, she had problems, which is amazing that they're tackling these problems. It's really nice to see. So I'm hoping, though we don't have enough information, and you know, it's only 10 episodes in, I'm hoping that they finally go with a strong female protagonist. Because literally, the only strong female protagonist we've really had is Akiza. For what? The first, you know, after the Dark Science arc, it kind of went downhill because of certain reasons, including apparently the person that did her voice acting in Japan was apparently part of a satanic cult, if I remember correctly. a satanic sex cult. That's what I remember somebody telling me years ago. I could be wrong about that. But saying that, it's a very good, I'm hoping we finally get that. You know, we've had Alexis, we've had Taya. Alexis was okay. She was strong in her own right. Taya was Taya, and then I forget her name we had in Arc 5. I'm having her name who played Melodious. I forget her Japanese name. I don't remember. I forget. Was it Susan they dubbed her name as over here? I forget, but her Japanese name. Azu. That's what it is. Anzu. That's what her name was in Japan. Anzu. She really, I thought, had potential to be something. They developed her very well, they did all that, but at the end of the day, it kind of fell short, and you're kind of sitting there going, but Blue Angel, she has so much potential, because her deck, number one, is probably the most, or the best, probably the best, you know, female protagonist's deck we have ever had. Besides Alexis Cyber Angels that we got in Arc 5 a year ago, if you remember, it came out of the main set. So besides those Cyber Angels, which came out years after the original GX series, I mean, granted, some of those Cyber Angels were actually in the original series, if I remember correctly, but really, she's the first one that's come out of the gate with a powerful deck that has potential to be a decent deck. It's a good burn deck, which I'm actually enjoying playing at the moment. But saying that, I think she has a lot of potential to be something in the Yu-Gi-Oh community, to have finally a strong female protagonist go toe-to-toe. And literally, when I've been watching this entire show, it doesn't feel like they're a group. It feels like they all have their individual stories to some degree to tell. Blue Angel, Yusaku, Goki Man, Bullet Man with bullet earrings, which is awesome, and he has got a bullet dragon. That's so cool. But saying that, they all have their own potential to have very good developed stories, and if they continue to do what they're doing, I think it has a lot of potential to be something good. They've laid a very strong foundation in 10 episodes, and it has very strong potential to develop into an amazing, good Yu-Gi-Oh anime. I would highly suggest watching it. Even if you don't like the Yu-Gi-Oh anime, watch it. Enjoy it. It's really funny, I think. It doesn't leave this weird taste in my mouth, which I had from Arc 5, which I felt it was very childish. VRAINS is serious. It has that 5Ds era mist about it, or sense of that air of aura. That aura, that's the word I'm looking for. It has that aura of 5Ds about it. It's a little dark. It's a little, you know, hazy. It tackles tough questions. You know, it's not childish necessarily. It does have its lighthearted moments, which is great, but it has that more adult feeling to it necessarily. You know, a more realistic feeling like 5Ds had. That's what I get from it, and I'm very happy. I don't know how it'll translate, and it probably won't translate well from the subbed version to the dubbed version. There's very few of the series that have done that, but as of right now, watching the show, it's amazing. It's very good. I would highly suggest watching it. I've enjoyed it, and I will continue to watch it until maybe it goes. I'm hoping it succeeds, because it's done a lot in 10 episodes. It's for the 10 episodes it's had. it's covered a lot of ground and done it well. Depth, backstory, what's going on, why this person doesn't like this person, the history of the people. It's done a lot, and that's amazing to me. That's covered so much ground, and each of the three main characters, it's given them a lot of depth, and even some of the side characters, it's given depth to them. Why are they helping out? You know, why are they doing this? You know, things of that nature. So it's very good overall, and I'm happy about it. So go check our, VRAINS out, guys. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Like I said, the same. If you love 5Ds, if you love the early 5Ds episodes, the same person that wrote that is doing that for VRAINS. And you can definitely see the similarities between VRAINS and 5Ds by watching, VRAINS. A lot of similarities, considering the fact that, it's not like we had, like in YuGiOh, and then we had in Zexal, and for the most part in Arc 5, where the protagonist is Ace, the main Ace monster was played right from the get-go. Firewall Dragon. He had, in Arc 5, we had Junk Warrior was Yusei's main monster. Then he got Stardust back, and that was his boss monster. Same thing has been going right now in VRAINS for the most part. He's got Decode Talker, which was played mainly for 9 episodes as the boss monster. And then he got Firewall Dragon towards the end of episode, what was it, 9 or 10 he got Firewall Dragon? Well, he got it, but he didn't play it for like another episode. So, literally, it took him a while to get it. And same thing that happened with 5Ds with Stardust and Junk Warrior. But, tell me what your thoughts out down below, guys, if you've been paying attention to VRAINS. Do you enjoy it? Do you like it? Even tell me some criticisms you may have of it. But, the hope I have is it's a good anime, because I've been really craving a good 5Ds-esque anime. Because 5Ds, next to the original series, was my favorite. And Arc 5, I thought had potential. I liked the early part, but it failed me in the end. GX I like when I was younger, and I still enjoy it because it gives me that school atmosphere. Like, it reminds me of college, literally, when I watch GX. Like, my freshman year in college. That's what GX reminds me of my freshman and sophomore year of college, literally. It's like, literally. But VRAINS, I'm hoping we have a good anime that's good overall and whatnot. But tell me your thoughts down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Go check it out if you want to. It's really good. I think it's underrated and it has potential. But I'll see you guys next time. I apologize for repeating myself, but I've been really excited. I just watched episode 11 recently, and I've enjoyed it. But I'll see you guys next time. Take care, have fun dueling, good luck dueling, and remember to enter the VRAINS when you're going into YouTube. Take care, everybody.